Right. Hi, I'm Hawa Boyce. I am my new mom. I have a 9-month-old daughter. She is the absolute best. And yeah, that was such an amazing experience. Like I could live that over and over again a million times. Yeah, she was just perfect and sweet and warm and just a little raisin. It was amazing, and we started to try and breastfeed really really quickly after that. Within a couple minutes, we were trying to get her on to latch to the nipple. So it was really special, and I honestly like tuned out everything else that was going on. Like the me passing all the other stuff that comes out after, and stitching and all of that, and that was completely blocked out. And I think a lot of my friends ask me, with the stitches, like, did that hurt? And I don't even remember them because you're so focused on this little baby that's on your chest that you don't even register what's going on down below. So yeah, it was an incredible experience, and I say that I would do birth a million times over because I felt in control. I felt like I was breathing the way I wanted to. It felt really comforting knowing that I felt prepared. Even though I didn't end up using everything, being prepared made me feel comfortable and that I knew how to take care of myself in that moment. And I didn't have to rely on everyone else. But yeah, we did create a Word document with kind of like a list for staff, to not pressure me into having an epidural. So like, don't bring it up if I don't bring it up. What else did we have on there? To keep the lights dim, to limit cervical checks to only as necessary, to try and keep as many people in and out of the room as possible. Um, yeah, what else? I think that was pretty much it pertaining to staff. But yeah, just to keep the to keep it as minimal as possible, like to only as needed, checks, and only as needed labs, only as needed personnel in the room, just to keep it kind of zen and private. So we gave that to them when we got to the hospital. Yeah, we just handed them a paper, and our nurse was probably like in her late 60s. She said she was about to retire. So she was really experienced, and she took it and she was like, you're one of those. Here you go. And I think she said she like put it in the door where like all of our files go, and she gave it to the charge nurse, and then we had a copy by our bedside. So it was great. So she said she let everyone know, and because it was very like calm and quiet in the room. We didn't have a bunch of people in and out. Yeah, yeah, it was great. And it saves you any like potentially awkward conversations. So for me, I'm really comfortable in the hospital because I worked in the hospital for a while, and I have no problem, kind of advocating for myself. But I think for someone who might not be so comfortable in the hospital setting, because it can be really sterile and intimidating, and you have people telling you what to do, and you think you have to do certain things. We had candles, we had LED candles going, we had a playlist that we made, we had like incense, we had all the things. And I knew that when I was pushing, I wanted to set all of that up and have everything going. But actually pushing her was so fast that I didn't even use half of the things. Like I didn't have the music going. We had the candles on, the lights were dim, but it wasn't how I expected it to be, because the whole process felt so fast. Like it happened so much faster than I expected. I thought I was going to be in labor for like 20 plus hours. I truly did, because I kept hearing, your first time mom, it takes a longer time for the first time, and that's okay, that's normal. But it was so much faster than I expected that I didn't get to camp out as much as I thought I was going to. And at one point, I had on a little bit of meditation, some meditation going. Um, but honestly, just having the lights dim and the candles was just like a vibe enough. Like it really was nice. So again, you can prepare for what you think you're going to want. And I didn't need all the other things that I thought I would want. Again, like my husband learning all of these massage techniques for me, and I actually didn't end up wanting them, but it was really nice to have like a tool bag that I, like if I needed something, he would know what to do. If I needed some different music, we had a playlist ready. If I needed, to smell something or like essential oils, we had those. So I think if you type up things beforehand, things that are really important to you, go over it with the nurse when you get there. And of course, if there's something that's like absolutely medically necessary, and you can talk about it at that time, but to give them your wishes ahead of time saves you any discomfort or feeling like you're being railroaded, or you know it saves you any of those awkward conversations, or feeling like you're not doing what you want. So I highly recommend typing up a Word document and giving them to the nurse when you get there.